Hello, you get to join me from my car today because I want to talk about something that pisses me off, and it's having to do with my recent round of interviews and companies that don't know what they want. So they waste candidates' times by having interviews. Oh my god! Would it kill you to just sit down with your fucking team and figure out what you want? Or, have like one or two interviews to get a feel for what's out there and talk to people, and then you sit down and you go, okay, we got to figure out what we want because we're not reaching the candidates we want. Well, the issue that I'm having right now is that I'll go on these interviews and then I get a call back going, well, what they tell me is it's a manual role. I'm a QA engineer, and either no automation or very little automation, which is where I am right now. I'm a junior automation engineer. I'm learning it. I'm not an expert in any way. I know Selenium, but that's about it. I'm learning JavaScript. I'm learning Ruby. I don't really know what's going on so much. I'm still very baby on that, but I have 10 plus years of manual QA experience, including leading teams, including being leadership, and including being other things that I do. But the big thing that I'm running into now is that I have people, I'll go on interviews for these jobs that are strictly manual or manual with a tiny bit of automation, and I'll end up talking to people who that's not what they want. They end up focusing on a bit of automation. Tell me about that. And then I'll tell them I don't have a huge experience. I'm very junior to it. This is what I know. This is what I hope to learn. This is where I currently stand. And then I'll get a response back going, well, they liked you, but they feel that your automation experience is very junior. And I'll say things like, well, duh, I know that because you told me this role was specifically going to be a manual position. It doesn't require any automation, and now you're telling me that it needs automation. Well, that sounds to me like a company that doesn't know what it wants. So why don't you circle back with the company and find out what the fuck they want and stop messing candidates' time? Or not messing, but fuck, I'm in traffic right now. I can't remember the word I want, but wasting. Stop wasting people's time. If you don't have a fucking clue what the hell you need for your team, don't start interviews. You know you have a need, but define what that need is. Do you want someone who's senior and can come in and hit the ground running and take ownership of all of your QA and hire people and establish automation? Or do you want someone who is a senior manual tester, has some automation that can grow into more because they'll learn on the job, which is where I stand right now. And I am by no means an expert, and I do tell people this. And the problem I also have is those recruiters who don't understand that when a requirement says you need X number of years of this, and it sounds like an incredibly senior role, that it is a senior role. It's not a nice to have. And I hate having recruiters tell me, oh, well, they really just want someone who's had the exposure before. I'm like, no, that's not what they want. If they wanted that, it would say that in the requirements. It doesn't say just an exposure to automation. It says 5 years of Selenium with experience in Appium. It doesn't say, we'll take you if you've had some exposure to some sort of coding and automation at a time. And the other caveat that I hate a lot from recruiters and non-technical recruiters that are working in technical roles, Java and JavaScript are not the same thing. And I've told people this. I have JavaScript. I don't have Java. And they're like, oh, JavaScript, it's the same thing. No, it's not. It's still programming, yes. But JavaScript and Java are not the same thing. JavaScript was created after Java and it took the name to get the hype, but they are not the same thing. They're not derived from each other. You can't drop me into a Java role and expect me to just go. I mean, you probably could with some developers, but I am not a developer by any means. I might have been a developer when I was in high school, and I might have been working as a programmer and all these other things when I was in early college, but I stopped all that and decided I wanted a QA career. So I'm not a developer. I'm a QA test engineer. I break shit. I'm your in-house know-it-all and your in-house stupid user. God damn it, why am I always burping in these things? Anyway, that's my pissed off rant for the day. Live from inside the smart car. And it's not live because I'm recording this, so I'm on my way to find cheap gas and cheap food. And I'm out by the airport, and the GPS says it's going to take me an hour and a half to get home. I started driving home at 3:30. It says I won't be there till 5. Yay, LA traffic! Woo! Turning left! Turning left! I can't stop the recording till I'm done turning left.